What actions do you potentially see North Korea, Kim Jong-un, taking that are most concerning? And by that, I mean, putting aside for the moment what sort of capability they're building, what might they do offensively militarily? A few years back, I believe they sank a South Korean vessel. They launched some missiles at a South Korean-controlled island. Do you see similar things that North Korea could do? I mean, I don't think any of us anticipate that they're just going to do a full-scale war because they know the cost of that. But are there places where they would try to push the envelope? And if so, what are your concerns about what they might do militarily against either our assets in the region or our allies?
Yeah. Sir, I'm not as certain about this as you are, that North Korea won't do something precipitous because the.
Oh, I'm not saying I'm certain they are. I'm asking what it would be.
Well, I mean, it could be what we've seen. I mean, right. Which provocations like the sinking of the Chonan or the attacks right. on the Waipido Island and the continuing evolution of their nuclear and their ballistic missile testing. Right. So all of that.
Just to be clear in the purpose of the question, I'm not at all certain that they're not going to do something. I am confident. Admiral, I'm not certain of anything at this point in my life. It's just the nature of the world. But I am reasonably confident that North Korea sees the threat of launching a full-on war against South Korea or Japan and the consequences of that. What I'm worried about is that they will do these sort of little small things thinking they can get away with it and be wrong. And I'm trying to get a greater clarity of what those small things are, which is why I cited those two previous sure. examples. In the current environment, what are you worried about? Are they likely to once again, try to sink a South Korean ship? Are there disputed territories that they might try to take over? Where should we be looking for that small thing that could lead to the larger, much more dangerous war?
First off, sir, I don't share your confidence that North Korea is not going to attack either South Korea or Japan or the United States or our territories or our states or parts of the United States once they have the capability. I mean,
unprovoked, do you think that?
I won't say that they will, but I don't share your confidence that they won't. With absolute certainty that they won't do that. I think they...
Not absolutely certain, just playing the percentages here, but
right.
Go ahead.
All right. But I believe that we have to look at North Korea as if Kim Jong-un will do what he says. And there's right now there's probably a mismatch between KJU's rhetoric and his capability. He has threatened by name Manhattan, Washington, Colorado, Australia, Hawaii, and there's a capability gap probably in whether he can or not. But
and I'm sorry to belabor this point because I want to get on to some other people here, but he's threatened those things in the context of don't mess with us. Or are you saying he simply threatened them as he's going to do it no matter what we do?
Sir, I can't read his mind.
I'm not asking you to read his mind.
All I can do is understand what he says, and when he threatens the United States, then that's one level. But when he threatens the United States with the capability of realizing that threat, that's a different place. And when that happens, that's an inflection point, and we're going to have to deal with that, I believe.
I'll let